And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. Jim Bellamy and Randy Roberts bring you today's football action. Non-conference the rest of the season, Randy, is the NAIA season is in essence over. Now it's matching up against a couple of former HCAC opponents, starting with the Hanover Panthers.
Yeah, we mentioned at the beginning of the year just the odd way the schedule was put together, right, as a transitional member to the mid-states. There'll be a full member next year in a more traditional NAIA schedule for the Jackets. So closing up with a couple of familiar teams, and looking forward to this one this afternoon with Hanover, and then, of course, the big finish, as always, with the big rivals in Bluffton next week.
Without further ado, let's take you to our conversation with the coach. Coach Bill Nickel joined us earlier this week. Let's bring you that interview right now. And welcome to another conversation with the coach, Jim and Randy, here on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. And we're joined by Coach Bill Nickel, as always. Coach, how's it going?
Doing well. How are you?
Excellent. Thank you. Let's dig right into last week's game with Taylor. Let's just do a quick recap of the game. Had some turnovers early, onside kick to start things off, and then a really strong second half by Taylor to pull away.
Yeah, 100%. We very good team, not taking anything away from them. Great scheme that they're running, great ball players that they had out there. Great job by the coaching staff. We had a couple stops early on defensively that we should have been able to capitalize some momentum. But offensively, it's the same thing I was saying earlier. It's like we didn't get off the bus, to be honest with you. It was not our best performance. And I take full ownership of that. We just weren't ready to play. And a good team, if you don't show up ready to rock, they're going to beat you into the ground. That's exactly what happened.
Hey, Coach, it looked like one thing you really had problems with, what you really wanted to do offensively, is be able to run the football. We've seen a rotation of guys. We've seen quarterbacks step up and run the football, but it had to be hard to be limited to 44 yards on the ground.
Well,
the loss.
We knew we were going to have to throw the ball, to be honest with you, going into that game. That defensive front was very formidable. We knew that going into it. That being said, of course, we want to be able to run the ball. We want to be able to have a balanced offense. But, no, we just – besides a couple explosive plays, a couple trick plays that we had up our sleeve, which Coach Strobel did a great job scheming them up, we just weren't able to execute, to be honest with you. And we weren't able to protect our young quarterback either. So that's a tough position for him to be in, still learning, still growing. And then we weren't able to protect him to give him any time back there to sit and handle his business. So hats off to Taylor, great squad, but we certainly did not play very well offensively either.
I was actually going to ask you about Garrett Bogart. We've seen the playing time kind of step up, and 174 yards in the loss, but the decision-making, I think, is probably the most impressive thing I've seen out of a freshman.
Yeah, no, he's coming along, and he's going to be playing for us this Saturday as well, too. So we're not losing faith in him, and, he's going to keep getting better. That's one of the things about being a young football team, is these guys are earning their playing time and getting a bunch of experience, so we'll be better in the long run for it.
Defiance Williams had a tremendous game. You talked about trick plays. One of those, he was the recipient of a trick play touchdown pass. He had 2 scores in the game from the wide receiver spot. Just talk a little bit about his development.
Oh, he does a great job for us. One thing that he doesn't get any credit for is his blocking ability. He will take guys and run them out of the camera, to be honest with you. You won't even see him on the screen. He plays football the way you want our guys to be playing. And he's even though he's only a freshman, he's emerged as a leader on our team, and we look forward to continue to build with him. But can't say enough good things about him. He's awesome.
Well, Coach, that was the final NAIA game of the season. So let's just take a look back just a little bit, and kind of recap how things went in year one for the Jackets.
Some bright spots, unfortunately, there's a lot of things you can't control and things you can't control. We've been beat up all season. I would love to see how we would have been able to perform had we been healthy for the majority of the season, but that's part of football and part of it, things we can't control. What I will say about our young crew is, for the most part, in most games, we were able to compete and play for the first half to 3 quarters with these teams before we start getting worn out. There's a huge difference between an 18-year-old kid and a 22-year-old man. And the importance of off-season development cannot be overstated. That's where you build your culture. That's where you build your resilience, your camaraderie, but also just pure physical development too. So I'm really looking forward to, I mean, we got 2 games that we plan on going out and winning, but I'm really looking forward to having this offseason with our guys and continue to grow and develop them because we do have a talented crew. I'm very excited about the future of DC football. And, those kids are going to fight, and we're going to get them more physically equipped in order to do so.
Yeah, it seems like, Coach, the problems since Jim and I have been involved with the athletic programs and bringing the games for the last 4 or 5 years has been retention.
Yeah.
Are you looking for you start, and we've seen it, 30 freshmen end up being 5 or 6 seniors. Is it the thing where you're expecting these groups of guys to stick with you 4 years?
I mean, yes, that's the hope, and that's what we've been telling them throughout our entire recruiting process. Since I've been here the last 2 seasons, we've had several guys come back for their 5th years. Coach Recker came back for a 6th year. Somehow he found another year, So I do think that your culture and what you have in the program, as long as guys are believing and they're handling their business in the classroom, they will want to be around to actually reap those, the rewards of all the work that they put in. And, that is the hope. We want to keep our guys here. We want to develop them. We want to see them walk across the stage with the diploma. We also want them to earn wins. That's something that they are working for. And, the longer you stay, the better opportunities you're going to have. And, to add to that, this day and age, the transfer portal, everything else, they're being told that it's okay to go. It's okay to leave. If you're not starting as a true freshman, then maybe this isn't the place for you. And I understand that. And maybe it's not the place for them. But what we're building here is we're looking for guys that want to come in, want to invest in themselves and invest in each other and actually build a championship program. And that's what we're about.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned the 2 games still coming up on the schedule. This Saturday, we're going to bring the Hanover Panthers to town. So what do you see in Hanover, a familiar opponent?
Yeah, a very good football team. What stands out to me, just watching them on film, whether it's offense, defense, special teams, these guys fly around, man. They play the game the way you're supposed to play it. Very impressed with what they do. They play with their hair on fire. So we have to be able to control what we can control, play one play at a time. We have to be able to maximize some explosive plays offensively, but also be able to sustain some drives. And defense, we got to be able to get after the quarterback, which is a big factor in our win last year versus these guys. We were able to get to the quarterback, especially when it really mattered. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, it looks like an offense that's about 400 yards a game, and they'll beat you a couple of different ways. So, hey, you talked about the younger guys. Get some ball hawks in the secondary that looks like will be tested today.
Yeah, 100%. Caleb Gabus has been an emerging leader for us too. He's a freshman, and then Jerry is brand new to the program as well. And those guys have really stepped up. I mean, not to belabor the injuries that every team is dealing with, but not having Palmer back there has been a big factor, and those guys have still been able to make plays. And then also up front with Pope being hurt too, we're putting a lot of pressure on those other guys to be able to step up and make plays. So.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to bringing the contest. It'll be starting here in just a little bit. Saturday will be here before you know it, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Go Jackets, right?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Coach Bill Nichols has been our guest on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Coach, thank you. Best of luck today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we appreciate the conversation with the coach as always. Defiance College wins the opening toss, and they actually deferred. They win the opening toss, and they defer to the second half. The wind blows the ball off. We'll get ready to tee it up again.
It had no problems until they were ready to whistle it in, and then they had a gust of wind come in.
The Jackets get ready to tee it up once again. And they win the toss, defer to the second half. The Hanover Panthers come in as the wind blows the ball down again, Randy, and they'll have somebody hold it now. Hanover comes in with a really balanced offense, Randy. Last week, about 390 yards total offense. It was almost evenly split right down the middle. So they come in a little heavier on the pass than the run, but a very balanced team. And we'll see how they choose to attack the Jackets today.
Yeah, traditionally, that's or the last few years at least, that's been their MO for Hanover. Is they are a team that has thrown the ball around quite a bit. So trying to be a little bit more balanced, I think they find a little bit more success when they're able to do that offensively. And we didn't have much of a wind at all through the pregame ceremonies and through the senior day activities, and then as soon as the ball was put on the tee, it just has blown all over the place.
Ryan Rauterbush, the sophomore at quarterback for the Panthers. They'll send a man in motion on first down. They get the jet sweep, and the Jackets made some serious contact there. Nice play on first down, Randy, to stop that jet sweep from developing.
Yeah, good job. That was going to break to the outside. Didn't quite get a number in on that stop, but a nice job able to slow him down and get a good stop. And you mentioned Roundabush does a really good job with his decision-making. He's completing 70% of his passes this year, 24 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions.
That's good defense by the Jackets secondary. Pass intended for Jalen Peck, the senior.
Yeah, I believe that was Cody Johnson, number 20. Able to reach in there, knock that one away. And a big stop here. This will be huge for the Yellow Jackets. They deferred on the opening kick, like you said. They're going to get the ball to begin the second half, but it'd be big. They can start with a 3 and out, put the offense on the field.
So 3rd and long coming up for the Panthers. Pressure coming up the middle. Steps out of the pressure. He's going to have to scramble. He's going to be brought down short. The ball goes down on the ground. Let's see who the officials give it to.
The officials weren't in a big hurry to make a decision, almost like this was going to be a call for like he was already down. We'll take a look at the replay here. I believe that was Cody Johnson again, number 20, involved. As you saw the hand come around, he just wanted to make the tackle. He got a piece of the football, knocked it away, but it won't be a fumble, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. A good stop for Defiance, opening possession.
So excellent start for the Jackets defense. The Panthers will kick this one away.
Yeah, it looks like they were bringing pressure. They're going to send 11 guys after this punt.
No flag on the play for running into the kicker. And the kick will be downed inside the 25, close to the 22. Little break there for the Jackets as there was a lot of contact on the punter on the rush.
Yeah, I saw Desmond Garrett deep on the punt return, and when the ball didn't, someone might have got a piece of it as well. It took in the air, it spun funny. And I think that's the reason for the non-calls. If you get a piece of it, then you're okay with the contact, but it did take a very good bounce for Hanover.
Number 3, Garrett Bogert will be at quarterback today. Jelani Warren did not dress for this afternoon's game, so it's going to be Bogert basically all day long. We get a screen pass complete over to Davion Williams, and that young man has made a serious impact on this team this season.
That's one thing the coach talked about. We talked to him in our pregame was, he brought up the injuries that this team has had and how other guys have had to step up, and a lot of freshmen that are seeing some playing time. One of them's I would say under center, even though not really under center anymore at that quarterback position. How many of these playmakers are young guys? Another big one made down there.
Bogert with a pass complete. Big first down right there for the Jackets.
Able to get that one to Jalen Warren. So Jalen, Jelani, along with the other seniors honored today. They came out together, fired up. And this Defiance team's kind of fired up.
Screen pass. Gain up to midfield. This time complete to Tristan Thomas out of the backfield.
Yeah, going quickly, Defiance is now. And gotta remember, Defiance got the win over Hanover last year. We don't want to say that maybe they weren't supposed to, but a mild upset a couple of weeks ago.
Coach Nickel already pointing he wants the jumbo package. They're definitely going to go for it as they bring in Sophomore O-lineman Paul Hawker, number 95. Another direct snap coming as Bogart goes over to the left-hand side. First down and more to the 40. Inside the 40 to the 36-yard line goes Thomas.
Yeah, even telegraphed what they were going to do. You mentioned it. Brought those big guys in, right? That jumbo package. Lined them up side by side on the right side. Only needed a yard. Knew exactly where they were going to run. Good to see Defiance able to go behind the big fellas and get more than that. Pick up a big first down, converting on 4th down.
So Jackets get a fresh set of downs here. Taking a shot down the field. That one a little over the head of everybody. Intended for Davion Williams right there, but a little overthrown.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Bogart had some time in the backfield and just unloaded, hoping that someone would be able to come out underneath that and make the grab. But you've been able to move the football. You take a chance there and throw it downfield on 1st down.
So 2nd down and 10 with 10 minutes, 6 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Scoreless tie in the Jackets' first possession. Fake the run. This one going up top. Caught! Williams with the catch on that one, Randy, and a contested catch on the sideline.
Yeah, good piece of officiating here. We're going to see this replay. Watch Bogart. He's looking the entire way on that sideline. He's just going to throw this up where either his guy's going to go get it or it's going to be incomplete out on the sideline. The officials looked at each other, realized that was that Williams that came down with the 1 foot.
Yep. Bogart, a little misdirection there. I think that might have been a busted play as he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that again. I don't know if he thought someone was going to be out there with him or if there's going to be someone to quickly get rid of the ball to, and then he realized that he had no one and just held on to that, and the best of a bad situation there for the Jackets.
So a 2nd down and 14 for the Jackets, still in the red area, and their opening possession, scoreless tie. Bogart waiting for the shotgun snap. Turns around and hands off to Thomas. Thomas tries to break it out left. Still churning the legs, but unfortunately his forward progress is going to be stopped at about the 15, 16-yard line.
Yeah, officials let that play go for a while. Pile moving sideways. And finally, Tristan was thrown down at the end there.
So 3rd down and we'll call it a long 3rd and 14 for the Jackets on their opening possession. Pass to the end zone. This one is going to be incomplete. A little over the head of the receiver. Lyman jumped into the zone but was able to get back before the snap.
Yeah, looking for the corner. Saw that on the other sideline a few plays ago. This time trying to go to Caleb Johnson, another freshman that stepped up here. And this is an interesting decision. When we talked to Coach Nickel, he talked about the injuries of his team, and that included the kickers as well as both Zeke and I think Balonis a little banged up here. But Zeke's going to try about a 31-yard, 32-yard field goal.
Yep, from 32 on the far hash. Good snap. Kick is blocked. Jackets will cover up. But that's going to be Hanover ball off the block. So good push by the kick coverage team there for the Panthers to get that hand up.
Just the interior lineman, that ball never really took off, and you saw someone right in the middle of that front line just able to stick the hand up and knock that away. And a tough break for Defiance. So they got the stop, were able to move the football, and then just bogged down. Now try to come up with another stop here.
So the Panthers will take over in possession number 2 with 8 minutes and 52 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
Officials are going to talk about this.
The field is that the kick was blocked within the neutral zone and then recovered by the kicking team. By rule, it's a turnover on downs. It's first down, Hanover.
Yeah, the conversation they were having is you saw in that scrum for the ball, it looked like it was going to try to be advanced by Hanover, and the ball was then fumbled. So if the ball gets advanced and then it fumbles, and if you're the kicking team, in this case Defiance, you fall on it, that advancement becomes a possession, and Defiance would be able to repossess the football. But the officials deemed that the ball stayed in the neutral zone, was not possessed or advanced by Hanover, so they'll take over.
Panthers possession number 2. Here's a pass over the middle. Just leveled on the crossing pattern. No flag. Oh, now we get a late flag.
Take a look. This is going to be a good view of it coming right here.
That's a shoulder-to-shoulder hit. That looked clean. It was vicious, but it looked clean. We'll see what the officials are going to call, because that flag came in a little late, Randy.
Yeah, and it came in. There's an official right there, and it came in from behind them. Cody Johnson has really made his presence known here so far in this defense for Defiance. We'll see what the officials are going to call. Well, the white hat made a decision and then changed his mind.
Personal foul, targeting, defense number 20. 2 yards from the previous spot, automatic first down.
That's a tough call because Defiance is going to lose a player because of the targeting call, but that looks shoulder to shoulder, Randy.
Yeah, it was hit in obviously it was the upper part of the body, but you saw Cody turn and unfortunately kind of screened by the official right there. But a huge blow for Defiance to lose one of their better defensive players.
Screen pass going to Michael Gordon, the sophomore. Gordon gets a couple out to about the 30. Yeah, that's, with a targeting call like that, obviously it's about player safety, and player safety is paramount in this game. But that is a huge call for the Jackets.
Yeah, I liked the fact that the officials did have to talk about it a little bit, and it's just unfortunate for Defiance. That was the ruling. Now they'll have to play on and go without one of their better linebackers for the rest of the day.
Run up to the 35-yard line. I'll bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Panthers on this possession. And again, we talked about the balance in offense last week, 190 to 192 in terms of rushing and passing. So expect that same kind of balance today with 3 wide receivers to the far side. Play clock down to 10. They get the call in from the sideline. Raudebush awaits the snap as the play clock runs out. We get a timeout just before the flag is thrown. So with 7 minutes, 24 seconds to play here in the first quarter, it is scoreless. We're going to take a timeout with them on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
Mercy Health is a proud sponsor of Defiance College Athletics. Mercy Health offers high-quality health care you need and the compassion you deserve. Our expert doctors, nurses, and caregivers are committed to helping you be well in mind, body, and spirit. So a 3rd and short here for the Panthers, 7:24 to play in quarter number 1. Jackets looking for a 2nd consecutive defensive stand to keep the Panthers out of plus territory. Back to pass is Raudebush. Pressure coming, and they get him.
A huge play there on 3rd down. And it's been one of the stalwarts on that defensive line, Dominic Harris, a junior defensive end, another guy that Coach Nickel has just had glowing things to say about. As the officials want to hold up play for something here. Was there a flag?
Must be, yep. I see it on the far side over there.
Defense, 5 yards from the previous one. Middle team results.
Huge blow.
Yeah, that's a back-breaking penalty right there. You get the stop you need. And yet the ball advances on the offsides penalty. I did not see the offside on that play, Randy.
I did not either. I didn't even see the flag.
It was thrown on the far side by the side judge. So a fresh set of downs for the Panthers. Shotgun snap. Clean pocket. Pass is complete out to the 40, but no farther. Good job by the Jackets to stop as Austin Oppel gets the catch out of the backfield.
Yeah, Tyshawn Woodson, number 58, another big hit. This Defiance defense has come ready to play today. There have been big hits all over the field. Woodson, another freshman that's going to see some playing time.
Two wide receivers to the far side for the Panthers. This one's a handoff. Running left, cutting back up the middle. Absolutely nowhere to go. Oppel on the carry right there, and we've said his name a lot as we've covered the Heartland Conference games over the years. The senior brought down after a very minimal gain. In fact, they'll say no gain. It'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Caleb Gabus, number 15, one of the guys in on the stop there for Defiance, and a name that we've mentioned a lot, a guy that's picked off a couple of passes this year, now helping out with the run defense, another freshman that Coach has said a lot of positive things about. And, one thing that Coach Nichols said when we talked to him in the pregame is trying to build a culture, and he's got a good group of young guys here. We mentioned the retention rate and the problems they've had sticking guys around is you're going to see a hold go uncalled here at the end of this one.
Pass going from Rodebush to Rodebush as Ian tries to hit Eric Rodebush, his brother.
Yeah, I saw the pressure coming. You saw jersey ripped away from a defensive lineman applying some pressure, as it looks like Rodebush is going to be the punter as well.
Yep. Wide receiver who's just in pattern with that intended pass also serves as the punter for the team. That time he wasn't touched at all, as the wind held this one up, and the kick goes a very short distance, as this one is marked at the 40-yard line of Defiance.
40-yard line. 1st and 10 Defiance.
So the last time he was made contact with on the tip, on the punt, this time he goes down, but nobody touched him.
Yeah, just the wind has been, you can hear it through our microphones. It comes and goes, and it feels like at times it'll pick up, and it did right there. Almost right when Rodebush struck the football, you could kind of feel that wind pick up.
Pass complete to Williams.
And
good idea. Get to the 45.
Good idea. You saw the fake on the handoff, and then quickly got that off sidearm, trying to get it to Williams. Trick the defense after they come in and pick up a few yards there on 1st down.
So about a 3-yard gain on 1st down gets them to the 44-yard line. Turn and hand off. Up the middle, keeps the legs driving to about the 46, close to the 47-yard line. They'll bring up a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, it's been a lot of Tristan Thomas in the backfield the last few weeks. And another good call there. Should be a somewhat manageable 3rd down here.
We'll see if the Jackets elect to go pass or run as they bunch the wide receiver formation to the right. Everybody realigns, and now it's 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. Pass complete to Williams. Williams had his jersey grabbed.
Pass complete to Williams.
Yeah, Devian's going to get the 1st down, but you got to be really careful here. And we saw this go against Defiance earlier in the year. He made the catch, had enough of the 1st down, but he wanted to make the guy miss, so he ran backwards, and we saw that, right, where a guy got tackled and ended up coming up a yard short. This time he was able to make the guy miss. You said had the jersey get tugged at a little bit right here. You see he comes running backwards and needs to get to the 49 for the 1st down. Almost had that football taken his way as well. But Williams able to at least fight for the yardage and get that 1st down for the Jackets.
Bogert turns, fakes the handoff. going to take a shot up top. This one almost hauled in by Caleb Johnson. Good defense right there.
And it's going to be Justin Williamson, number 0. You're going to see it the last second. Just able to knock that away and force the incompletion.
Tell you what, I like Garrett Bogart out there,
I
Randy.
do too.
Very confident freshman, able to make all the throws, keeps everybody basically involved in the offense. So while you miss the dual threat of Jelani, you have the added element of another good pocket passer here. Pressure coming. Bogart unable to connect that time with Jalen Warren.
Yeah, you always want to see a quarterback trying to make a play, right? And he did a nice thing and rolled out to that far side. He had some running room. I think he could have picked up a few yards, wouldn't have got the first down, but you would have given yourself a situation for third and a little bit shorter if you would have tucked that and just kept it and tried to force that over the head.
So 3rd down and 10 for the Jackets, 3:31 in a very quick-moving first quarter. 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. Bogart back to pass. Pressure coming. He sets up the screen. Pass is incomplete. Going for Tristan Thomas, and that'll send out the punt unit.
Yeah, right idea here. He brought the defensive line in, trying to set up the middle screen. Just a little high. Had to get that over that first wave of defenders that came in. Bogart just tossed that up a little high. And it looks like the Jackets are going to punt this one away, the way the defense is played.
End over end kick. It's fielded at the goal line. Very gutsy play right there. And he's going to be stopped at the 1-yard line. Jackets are looking safety, but forward progress. Randy, that's almost inexcusable. Right
Yeah,
now.
I don't know what happened there. Someone just lost their spot on the field because, if you let that go, that's going right into the end zone for a touchback. And that is just aggressiveness to the max. And that is really going to really push Hanover back deep.
So the Panthers very fortunate right there to not get a safety called on them. They'll advance the ball up to the 5 on a nice running play, bring up a 2nd and long. But my goodness, Randy, that going back to that punt, I've never seen anything like that before.
No,
not only field it with 1 foot in the end zone, but
And
also
you
running
ran backwards,
sideways.
yeah.
Backwards and sideways.
Now the big thing is for Defiance, you have to take advantage of it, right? You have to be able to force them, get the ball back, get good field position here. The last thing you want is for Hanover to put together a 98-yard drive.
Fumble. Touchdown, Jackets. So just like Randy said, you got to take advantage of that advantageous field position. Here you see the...
It's gonna be Dominic Harris who ends up coming up with it. Just I don't know if...
Is it an RPO?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see. If Raudebusch was trying to hand that off and there's just a miscommunication what he was trying to do, but very fortunate for Harris to be in the right spot. We're going to take a look at this one more time.
Looks like there was some indecision on the handoff, too.
Yeah, you see Oppel headed out, and then Raudebusch decided to pull it back, lost the handle, and talk about the right place at the right time. And a huge play for Harris to jump on top of that.
Zeke Sanchez extra point is up and good, and the Jackets take a 7-0 lead on defense. We're going to take a quick timeout with them on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
You've finished your undergraduate studies. Take the next step and defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Earn your MBA or Master of Arts in Education degree. Plus, we offer school principal and superintendent licensure programs. 100% online. No GMAT or GRE required. No application fees, accelerated 8-week semesters, and affordable tuition. Nationally recognized for hands-on service and experience. Defy the ordinary with graduate studies at Defiance College.
Back out at Caressel Stadium on the campus of Defiance College, Jackets cash in on a turnover. Fumble recovery in the end zone, so a good job by the defense to hold the Panthers' offense and to force the turnover there and get the touchdown, as the Jackets will kick this one deep. This one going into the end zone will be returned out to the 10, 15, 20. Stopped at about the 25-yard line. So a nice return there by the Panthers. But man, oh man, I still go back to that punt return. I mean, it's I can't wrap my head around that.
A mental mistake, really, and that's what you gotta describe it as. Just not realizing where you're at on the field. But good to see Defiance able to take it. You know, we would have been happy right with a 3-and-out and getting the ball back at midfield.
Absolutely.
For the Yellow Jackets, but you're able to score a touchdown with your defense. That is huge. And now they're fired up. They want to keep making plays here. And you've got this Hanover team that's reeling a little bit. Huge opportunity now for the Jackets.
Huffman gets the handoff. He'll be close to the first down out to the 34-yard line. They need to get to the 35. So a 9-yard carry, a nice way to start this drive for the Panthers. Blake Huffman, the 5'7" senior out of Columbus, Indiana, swapping in for Austin Oppel. And again, with the balance of rush and pass, my hunch is you'll see both Huffman and Oppel quite a bit today.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a nice 1-2. They each bring a different skill set to this offense for the Panthers.
Man in motion, turn and hand off. This play stopped. It's going to be close to the first down. I think they might give him the forward progress, but nice job by Harris and others to stop that run play before it really got started.
Yeah, officials are just going to eyeball it and go ahead, and kind of the new thing in football at all levels now. There's not really much of a check, right? You just kind of, you're eyeballing it. All right, good enough. Go ahead and go. And
needed to get to this line, so we got to that line. So ergo, it must be a first down.
Yeah, and that's pretty much. Which, I mean, I guess if you're taking, right, that's always been the complaint now with the replay and everything else. The games take too long. So if that's what you want to take out, try to shorten the game, then so be it.
Pressure coming. Got him.
Yeah,
big time loss on the play.
Got to be careful. Good sack there, and I think it's going to be Richard Pope that's going to add to his sack total here. Someone got the quarterback up by the shoulder in the neck area, and I was deathly afraid we were going to have a roughing the passer call. You're going to see the arm come up. Might have been Richard the first time. No, well, we had a hold there, and Richard able to grab by the shoulder pad, which is very legal, and a huge sack for the Jackets.
30 seconds to play here in quarter number one as the Panthers face a 2nd and 20 back at the 25-yard line. Looking to set up a short pass, and he's just going to fire this one into the ground, and no eligible receiver in the vicinity right there, but he was outside the tackle box. I don't think the ball got back to the original line of scrimmage, though, did it?
I don't think it did. I think that's the conversation the officials are going to have here.
They're just going to call it third down.
We're going to let it go.
Again, if you're outside the tackle box, I thought the other burden of proof was that the ball has to be at least to the line of scrimmage right there. But it was thrown at the feet of one of the offensive linemen, obviously not an eligible receiver, but does not matter as it brings up a 3rd and 20. Wide open on the crossing pattern. That's a really, really good play by Michael Gordon. Busted coverage a little bit by the Jackets.
Now we'll see what happens here. How Gordon gets so wide open. He's just able to run up the seam, and no one really picked him up. And Raudebusch able to put that right on the money for him to be able to run underneath it. And it looks like that's going to be our final play of the first quarter.
So the final play of the first quarter is a big completion by the Panthers. They will switch sides, and we'll take a timeout, bring you back for the start of the second quarter. It's 7-0 Jackets on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you medicare simply. Everything in life life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
Second quarter as the Panthers on a 3rd and 20 execute a beautiful pass play to get into plus territory, into the red zone, in fact, of the Jackets. There's a nice run on first down to get them inside the 16, close to the 15, actually close to the 10-yard line. So second down and short. Panthers can pick up a first down and then get a goal to go. Jackets need a stand here to keep them out of the end zone. Two wide receivers to the far side. Turn handoff. Nice tackle in the backfield by the Jackets. Good defense right there.
Yeah, huge stop defensively. Tyshawn Woodson, once again, another player we've mentioned a couple of times for the Jackets, able to step up and read that. Saw the man go in motion. Ended up being a Huffman come up with the handoff there. And a big play to bring up a third down. Big lost, about 4 on that play.
Yep, big loss on the play, back to the 14-yard line. And the third medium for Hanover as they trail 7-0. Last possession was a turnover in the end zone, recovered by the Jackets. Screen pass. Big time hit by Otto Boateng.
Yeah, sophomore that seems like he's been around forever. And he wanted to make sure that definitely that time went shoulder to shoulder, right? Wanted no problem with the officials. And a huge stop, and Hanover's going to send the kick unit out.
So the Panthers will send out Clint Hearn, left footer. Sophomore out of Madison, Indiana. Hits the goal post and goes in, so a doink. But it still counts, Randy.
Yeah, I think he hit off the scaffolding, right? I think that's Hanover's got their video. Get the all 11 and then get hit off the top of that bar as well.
You do not anticipate getting hit while you're up there in that scissor lift. But the Panthers convert on the big 3rd and 20 pass play. They put 3 points on the board. Now it is 7-3, and want to let you folks at home know that BSN Sports provides all of your athletic Defiance College gear. We remove the hassles related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, and spirit wear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. Visit the Sideline store at defianceathletics.com. So 7-3, Jackets defense stands tall when it needs to and keeps Hanover out of the end zone.
Yeah, a little bit of a maturity thing for the Defiance defense. We saw that, you mentioned it. We all saw it. The big pass play on third down. How many years would that have been where if it wasn't going to be that play, the next play or maybe the play after would have been a touchdown, right? Oh, defense let us down. We saw a lot of hung heads, but, give Defiance credit, battle back, and after Hanover gets put in a pretty good spot, defense holds up, forces them into a field goal.
Kickoff takes a bounce into the end zone. Jackets will try to return it, try to get out to the 20-yard line. They get out to the 15, so.
A tough return for Desmond Garrett. It looked like when he went to catch it, it just went through his hands. Ended up in the end zone, and then he wasn't quite sure what to do. If he never touched it, he would have been able to take a knee for a touchback, but it must have grazed off the hands, and then he felt like he had to return it. And we'll see what the Jackets will do, pin back a little bit.
So now it's Hanover's opportunity on defense with the Jackets pinned back inside their own 20 to start this possession. 12:47 to play here in the first half. 7-3 Defiance College leads. Bogert. Toss. Goes about nowhere. In fact, he might have even lost a yard. I believe that's Cam Turner on the toss.
Yeah, first time we're seeing Cam Turner, who's had quite a bit of playing time this season as a freshman. And just a nice job by Hanover's defense to string that out. Force, looks like about a 1 yard loss.
So 2nd down and 11 for the Jackets coming up at their 15-yard line. Turner in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the top. Bogart fakes the handoff. He's going to take a shot up the right side. This one is incomplete. Nearly intercepted, nearly caught. Good 50-50 opportunity right there, but neither player able to come down with the ball.
You know, it looks like we're going to have ourselves another simultaneous catch. We've had one already this year. We're going to roll over on top of each other, and luckily that ball popped loose, and no one ends up getting it, so we'll just do it again at 3rd and 11.
So we'll see if the Jackets elect to play it safe here on 3rd and long, or if they take a shot like the Panthers did on their 3rd and long. Play blown dead by the officials. I do not see a flag on the field. Was it just starting the play clock?
Yeah, I think they just weren't ready. Defiance did make an offensive sub. Yeah, they had a lineman come in late and saw Paul Hocker headed back off. Traditionally, if you have to make a lineman change.
Has to remain outside of the game for 1 play. The play was not run.
So they're saying that the Jackets player just subbed in. That's Aiden Burke. Can't make a sub within an individual play. He has to sit out for 1 play. So we'll get it all straight.
Well, he was originally subbed out, and then when the officials blown the play dead, he came back in, and then I guess Defiance coaches figured with the stoppage they'd send him back in with whatever was going on, and the officials deemed that wasn't necessary. I also have a flag thrown in the pocket as this middle screen was thrown here.
Very early, too. So we'll see what the call is here. They're talking to the Panthers sideline, so that usually bodes well for the team that the official is talking to, asking you're going to accept or decline. So we'll see if this is something like a hands to the face or something like that, but it was called really early.
Yeah, I think if you're Hanover, you take the play and you take the 4th down.
That penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
So formation penalty against the Jackets.
Everything there looks good. And if a receiver was covered up on the outside.
Yeah, no explanation by the umpire. So the short pass to Cam Turner will stand, and the Panthers will be happy to take the ball. This time they will let the ball roll, and it'll go to the 39-yard line. That's where it'll be down, and the Panthers will take over possession. 11 minutes, 36 seconds to play. Want to let folks know that Sweetwater Chop House is located on Eagle Rock Golf Club, open to the public 7 days a week. This is the spot for celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, company parties, or if you're just in the mood to come out and enjoy a mouth-watering meal and amazing signature drinks. The focus for Executive Chef Aaron Weibel is to maintain a scratch kitchen, preparing everything daily from sauces to breads, utilizing local area farmers for fresh vegetables, and using our on-site herb garden. We take great pride in providing each of our guests a wowing experience. It was nice of Hanover to wait for me to finish that.
Yeah, it was. The officials had a little bit of a conversation at the end of that one, too. Talk about all the injuries. Coach Nickel out down there walking with a little limp as well.
Handoff, I believe, to Oppel. Oppel will get a couple. Out to the 42-yard line. Bring up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, just trying to work that left side. How many times we've seen guys able to bounce that to the outside or make a cutback and get big yardage. Nice job of the DC defense. Hang tight there. Force that into a short gain.
Apple goes in motion. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Jackets showing pressure, and the pressure gets home. Good push by the defensive front, and a huge stop for a loss.
Yeah, just pressure coming right up the middle.
Nobody blocked him.
Yeah, we're going to see Antonio Rosser, freshman linebacker, just coming right through. No one picked him up. Able to come up and get a huge stop, and it brings up another 3rd and long.
So they need to get to the 49 for a first down, so a 3rd and 19 coming here. Last time they had a 3rd and long, they were able to hit a big pass play over the middle. We'll see how the Jackets react on defense this time.
Yeah, Jackets shown blitz and then backed out of it. See pressure coming from the outside. There it is, picked up well. Tried to chip the block. It's going to force Roudbush to run there.
You'll take that all day if you're Coach Nickel.
Yeah, you saw Connor Essick, number 11, coming from the outside. You can see him right there. He does get blocked momentarily, but it doesn't take him to the ground. That's a huge thing. Got a piece of him, but give Connor some credit for able to stick with that and able to get off the block and at least force Roudbush to get out of bounds.
So 4th and long as the Panthers will kick. Skies this one, fair catch signaled at the 31-yard line. And that's where Desmond Garrett makes the running grab. And the Jackets will take over possession.
Yeah, I think you're a little nervous that was going to take a big bounce and keep rolling and able to save at least a few yards.
Jackets offense steps back out on the field with a 7-3 lead. 9 minutes, 35 seconds to play here in the first half. Two wide receivers to the far side, one to the near side for the Jackets. Looks like Cam Turner once again in the backfield behind Bogart. Sends Warren in motion. Pass complete to Williams. Williams will get a couple and spun out of bounds.
Yeah, made a long throw to the numbers, hoping that Williams would get a couple blockers out there or try to make the first guy miss. But a good job of that Hanover defense.
And strung that run out so he wasn't able to head north-south. Basically just forced him to try to go sideline to sideline right there and unable to turn it up. So a 2nd down and 10 after the long pass play ultimately nets no yards. Turner with the toss to the left. Still running to the 40-yard line. He'll get that first down.
I've seen this play a lot with Tristan Thomas in the opening quarter. Just rolling to one side and then just a quick pitch when he sees an opening, like the new version of the option. And a good job by Cam Turner to get upfield and get the first down for the Jackets.
Fake the handoff. Pressure coming up the middle. Bogart trying to step into the pocket. Gets sacked for a loss of 3 on the play back to the 38.
Yeah, it's going to be Jet Massey, a defensive tackle, number 54, able to get up. And Bogart was trying to step up when he realized he's under pressure, tried to take off, but a nice job by Massey, able to reach out and get the stop and throw him down for a loss.
So a 2nd and 13 here for the Jackets. They need to get to the 49 of Hanover for the first down. 8 minutes and 5 seconds to play here in the first half. Jackets lead 7-3. Bogart gets the snap. Clean pocket. He takes off to the 45 to the 46-yard line where he's brought down, and they'll bring up a manageable 3rd and 5.
Yeah, the play before, that's what Bogart wanted to do, and Massey was able to reach out and stop him. This time Bogart saw no one was open, pressure coming, able to avoid it, and turn that into a gain, like you said, brings up a 3rd and manageable.
Ball at the 46-yard line. 7.5 to play here in the opening half. Jackets need to maintain possession, advance this beyond midfield to get the first down. Hand off to Turner. Turner does just that, gets the first down. He's past the 45 to the 44 of Hanover.
Yeah, credit the guys up front. Coach talked about it in our pregame, right? The offensive line has been the biggest spot with injuries, and we're going to see another guy go down here, unfortunately. It's like Brian Hammer's played a couple different spots this year, having some issues, but just to have faith in your offensive line on 3rd and 5 to run the football and not only get a first down, but a first down plus some extra yardage, key thing for Defiance.
Favoring that leg, Coach Nickel sprinted out to the field right there to check on his O-lineman, which you love to see that. Coach cares a lot about these young men out there in the field.
Yeah, he knows that it's going to take a few guys to help him up. So, Coach, right there. So, am I just seeing things, or is Coach Nickel also walking with a limp today? Yeah.
I think the season is taking its toll on everybody.
I think so.
One of those things you can't pick up when you're having a conversation with the coach, but you can definitely pick it up seeing on the sideline right there. Bogart pumps, throws back to the right side, incomplete. I think the pressure might have forced an early throw there.
Yeah, he saw the pump and go, and he wanted to come to the near sideline, had the fake, and then wanted to go the opposite side, hoping that the ball fake would get everyone to go. No one bid on it, so give Hanover credit, sticking with it, and then tried to get a long throw over to a guy on the far side of the field and couldn't complete it.
So 3 wide receivers to the far side for the Jackets, 1 to the top. Turner in the backfield with Bogart on a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Bogart will keep it. I think he saw that play getting blown up regardless of what happened, so he just kept it and got a couple.
Yeah, good job by Garrett there and make the decision to just hold on to that, like you said, Jim, and he realized that was going to – the best thing was going to be for him to hang on to the football. A gain of 1's better than a loss of 2, and that's what the decision was there.
So a 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Jackets as we go under 6.5 to play here in the first half. Jackets still lead 7-3 with the ball in Hanover territory. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the top. Bogart calls out the signals. Turner to his left hip. Bogart keeps. He's going to be a few yards short of the first down to bring up an interesting 4th down call here for the Jackets.
Yeah, we got a flag down on the scramble. So I don't know if there's an illegal block in the back or if someone was held here.
Again, the referee going over to the Hanover coach, which usually is not a good sign for the Jackets.
I think we're going to have a Defiance hold on the scramble.
Looks like he pointed back, so he wants to accept that penalty.
Offense, number 50 yards from the previous spot. 3rd down.
So the holding penalty is accepted. You see the hold right there in the middle of your screen. Probably a good call to accept that penalty because 4th and medium like that, the Jackets have already converted one of those 4th and mediums on this drive.
Yeah, you get a day where you're too far for a field goal, too short to punt. You would have went for it on 4th and, been about 4th and 5, like you said, 4th and 4, 4th and 5. So back up Defiance. Problem is you're giving them 2 opportunities here to convert 3rd and long.
Good push by the Hanover defensive front. That crossing pattern intended for Davion Williams, incomplete. I think the pressure once again rushed the throw. You'll see on the replay.
You had a guy, Williams is going to try to come across and then hit him in stride, have him head upfield. And if you would have gotten 10 or 15 out of that, it would have made a really interesting decision for the Jackets. But on the incomplete pass, a 4th and 20, send this deep.
Great bounce for the Jackets on the punt. This one will go inside the 10-yard line down to the 8 where it will be down. So excellent job of pinning them deep. Bolanos with a nice kick right there. One of the better punters in this part of the country for sure.
Yeah, I was real surprised. We saw Michael Gordon still out there as the returner. He was the one that had the mental mistake of fielding the punt inside the end zone. Thought maybe we'd go a little bit deeper into the bench to find someone, but Hanover coaches are okay with them.
5:23 to play here in the opening half. Hanover once again pinned deep. Fake handoff. Rauterbush gets a short gain out to the 10, and that almost looked like the exact same play, Randy, that caused the fumble when they were pinned deep the last time.
Yeah, and Defiance players knew it too, and they were after the football. As Rauterbush, he makes that decision. He shows that ball like an extra second. He holds that thing out there. Let someone try to get at it.
2nd down and 8 at the 10-yard line. They need to get to the 18 for the first down. Rauterbush sends a receiver in motion. Looking to pass. Has time. Pass complete out to the 23-yard line. Good first down reception right there by Mason Williams.
And one of the few times he's had some time to throw for Rauterbush, able to step up and find the open receiver. Again, that time it was Williams. Just settled in, knew where he had to get for the first down, able to pick that up.
Panthers move the chains. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to play here in the first half. Panthers trail 7-3 in the Defiance College scoreboard. Handoff. Cutting back up the middle. Short gain there on first down. I believe that was Huffman on the run.
Trying to get that cutback lane, just nothing there. And Davison LeConte, number 48, he's on the bottom of that pile. Was able to wrap him up, slow him down.
2nd down and 6 for the Panthers. They show a stacked 2 wide receiver formation to the near side. Man in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep. He's going to swing out to him, and he has some real estate. 40, 45, 50. Steps out of bounds in plus territory inside the Jackets' 45.
Yeah, Hanover sent everyone deep, and that created a lot of running room, so you fake the sweep. Going out to Mason Williams again. And then Williams just hangs out in the flat when there's nothing downfield open. Williams had no one around him, able to take off down that far sideline, get a big gain.
And I stand corrected. He stepped out of bounds at the Jackets' 49, still enough to move the chains and a first down. Handoff up the middle. Short gain for Blake Huffman. Give him about 2 to the 47.
Another big play there, Antonio Rosser, number 32. Second time we've mentioned him again. Defiance without Cody Johnson for the rest of the game. Got called in that opening possession for the targeting call. So Rosser's the guy that's stepping up in that spot as the middle linebacker has done a really nice job.
2nd down and 8 here for the Panthers. 2.5 to play in the first half. Pass sails on the intended receiver right there. Rauterbush a little too much on that pass. I think he saw the defender closing and kind of airmailed that one late.
Yeah, we mentioned that Caleb Gabus, a freshman, it's tied for the team lead in interceptions with 3. Almost had another one. Read that route and tried to jump it. Saw a ball just go through his hands. Couldn't close him fast enough to come up with the interception.
Getting the play from the sideline. Clock stops with the incompletion at 2:26 and a 3rd down and long here for Hanover. Pass over the middle. A little bit too much leading the receiver right there and falls incomplete. Brings up a 4th down, and we'll see what the Panthers elect to do in plus territory.
Haven't sent anyone. Oh, now they do.
I think they were thinking about it,
yeah, though. And that is, if you're another 5 to 10 yards, if you were at 4th and 3, or if you were 4th and 8, maybe inside the 40 as opposed to inside the 50, you'd think about it a little more.
Still don't discount the possibility of a fake here. Beautiful kick. This one's going to sail into the end zone and result in a touchback.
Yeah, just went nose first, took a big bounce. Worked out well for the Jackets. They'll get a touchback, get this out.
Aftershock Cart and Equipment. We are your one-stop shop for carts. We sell and service Yamaha, E-Z-GO, and Club Car. We have stock in custom carts, new and used carts, and a full line of accessories. We can build a cart to your specific needs. We also offer financing through Yard Card with rates as low as 3.99%. Stop by our indoor showroom or give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you for all your karting needs. Jackets take over at the 20-yard line after the touchback. Trying to build on a 7-3 lead. Again, the Jackets win the opening toss and defer. So if they can score here, then they will also get the ball to start the second half as that first pass sails incomplete.
Yeah,
intended for Caleb Johnson.
Odd throw. Just Bogart just put a little too much on that. Thought he had to cut that through the wind a little more, but that just looked weird.
Wind definitely playing a factor, even though the pressure coming. That's a fumble. That's going to be a touchdown for the Panthers. Bogart turns it over as he's going to the ground right there. And the Hanover Panthers convert for 6.
Yeah, Bogart knew there was a little bit of pressure. He's trying to run out here. We're going to take a look at this replay. See it coming. It slipped down, and it looks like number 99 for Hanover, Noah Caswell. Senior defensive tackle was just able to poke that away. And was he the guy that ran back and recovered it, or is that 98? It looks like David Wall.
David Wall,
98 is the one that's going to fall on it, get the touchdown for the Panthers, give them the lead. So each team's going to have a defensive touchdown.
Something about that end zone today, Randy, is the extra points up and good. That leaves Hanover on top on the Defiance College scoreboard 10-7 with just over 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Still plenty of time for the Jackets to put a 2-minute drill together here. A few seconds away from the 2-minute stoppage as well. Mark Moats Ford at our Ford dealership in Defiance, Ohio. We strive to provide you a top-notch service that no one else can offer. Whether you're a new or returning customer, you're going to be treated fairly and welcomed by our friendly staff. We believe in a family atmosphere, and that's because Mark Moats Ford has been family-owned for over 100 years. So Hanover gets the poke away and the recovery in the end zone. Jackets need a rebound here, get a good return, and set themselves up with good starting field position to put some points on the board and hopefully either tie or take the lead going into the half.
Yeah, silver lining if you're Defiance, that happened in the first place. You still have over 2 minutes left, so you're going to get the ball back here with an opportunity to end this half still in a positive way.
So we'll see what the Panthers elect to do on the kickoff, whether they kick it deep. Short kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 29 and brought out to about the 31-yard line. Officials right there to make sure that everybody goes their separate ways without incident.
Yeah, play fielded really well and also defended really well by Hanover to make sure there wasn't going to be a return on that.
So a 2-minute timeout. Give us an opportunity to thank Service Master by McCann. Keeping Defiance College in pristine condition does more than create a good first impression. It also boosts productivity and keeps your employees safe and healthy. At Service Master by McCann, we understand how important a clean and safe environment is, and our cleaning experts work tirelessly to provide customized cleaning and disinfecting services to offices, businesses, healthcare facilities, and other spaces throughout Defiance. Also want to thank the State Bank. State Bank provides a full range of financial services for consumers and small businesses, including wealth management, private client services, mortgage banking, and commercial and agricultural lending, operating through a total of 22 banking centers, 19 in 9 Ohio counties, and 1 center in Fort Wayne, Indiana, along with 23 full-service ATMs. We have 5 loan production offices located throughout the tri-state region of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. So be interested to see some halftime stats here, Randy. Neither team really blowing up the scoreboard as far as the offense goes. This has been kind of like last year's contest, has been a little bit more of a defensive struggle.
Yeah, the defenses have really stepped up and played well. As mentioned, each defense now with the touchdown. In case of Defiance, that is all 7 of their points so far today. Just trying to make something happen here in these final 2 minutes of the half.
Jet sweep to Williams as he goes out of bounds, but they continue to wind the clock as we get down to 1:45. Jackets with all 3 timeouts. No need to use those yet. Plenty of time. Bogart with a dump off to the 40-yard line and pushed out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 41, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, had Thomas just out there.
Coach Nickel pointing at the clock.
Yeah, I think the clock ran even though it got out of bounds.
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1 minute 32 seconds. 1:32.
So they'll put the extra 8 seconds back up there. 1:32 to play. 3rd down and 1 for the Jackets. And short term, most important to do on the list is to pick up that 1st down. Do not want to kick this ball back to Hanover. Bogart pass complete. Solid lick. Good job holding on to the ball right there by Caleb Johnson.
Yeah, honestly, really did not see Defiance throwing the football here. 3rd and 1. That would have been incomplete. Huge break for Hanover. And now Defiance still with 1:20 and so near midfield. Chance to really make something happen.
Pass complete to Rome. Rome will get him into plus territory. The clock stops momentarily as they reset the ball. Get the ball to the 38. Again, the Jackets with all 3 timeouts and an injured Panther on the floor.
Yeah, it's going to be Sherman Davis, number 55, a defensive lineman. Almost looked like a cramp the way he's grabbing his leg.
Going to favor that right leg, it looks like. We'll go ahead and step aside real quick. 1 minute, 9 seconds to play in the first half. Panthers lead, but the Jackets are on the move.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
And we invite you to defy the ordinary. Check out defiance.edu for all the great...
Defy the ordinary. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school, and I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character. I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
At Defiance College, you'll find endless opportunities to explore new subjects and new ideas, to travel to places you've never been, to become a leader. Defiance College offers an education that defies the ordinary college experience.
Back out of Caressel Stadium on the campus of Defiance College, it's 10-7 Hanover at halftime. And we are pleased to be joined by the president of Defiance College, Dr. Richanne Menke. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks, Jim. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you. There's a lot going on at Defiance College right now.
There sure is.
Let's talk about just some of the things that are going on as far as student recruitment is concerned.
Well, today is Discover Defiance Day. We had about 140 total people on campus, prospective students and families. They're invited to the football game, and it was just an exciting day to see them here. We have a brand that is Define Your Future, so we talked with them about how Defiance College can help them define their future.
So what kind of activities were planned for Discover Defiance Day? I mean, obviously there's tours, opportunities to talk with staff and faculty, and all the standard stuff.
Sure.
But what other kind of activities were available for folks?
Well, we gather them all at the beginning of the day, and I do an introduction and welcome them and talk about my philosophy, my African proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. But then they have opportunities to engage. We're really concerned about affordability, and we know that we reduced our tuition rate, which is $28.5, but we have so much financial aid and so many opportunities for academic and athletic scholarships now that there's a session for parents and students about that. There's a session about academics. Some people know what they want their major to be, and other people, like me when I was a freshman, just don't know. So how do we explore that? And of course, that gives us a chance to talk about Jacket Journey, which is our career readiness program that we started in 2020. They also get to spend time about learning about what activities are on campus, and if there's nothing they like, how they might start their own, like the pickleball club did last year. So always a culmination of information, but also we want their questions to be answered. As you know, last year, the FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, the rollout of the new system was a debacle. So we talked to them today about we expect that what will happen when it comes out December 1st will be positive, but if it isn't, don't give up. Just call us and we'll help them out.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that Defiance College always does a great job of. It's working with the individual kind of where they are in their
Absolutely.
process. So just talk a little bit about that. I mean, as a philosophy, as an institution, just kind of meeting the students where they are and helping guide them to their path.
Absolutely. And my background, student affairs, and that's exactly where student affairs comes from. Where is the student? How can we help them meet their potential? When I interviewed for this position, it's over 10 years ago now. Wow.
Wow.
I felt something on the campus that I called an essence. And when I was elected then to the position and started meeting people and alums, I would ask, do you feel this, and what is it? Now, you can see my hand, but the listeners can't see my hand, but out in front of me is my hand, and a faculty or staff member just drew out the potential that maybe the student couldn't even see. We've done it for decades. We still do that, and now we've put a name to it, which is transformative learning. So I think that is a good thing for folks to know about our faculty and staff. They're willing to work with a student. Maybe they've chosen a major and it's just not feeling like it's a good fit. So then we work with them to figure out what might be a good fit,
right,
and go from there.
Let's see. So obviously with Senior Day being today, we bid farewell, at least in the home games, to some of the football seniors. But, I mean, there's so much going on campus. There are so many seniors getting ready to graduate, and not just sports, but also the academics as well. So
absolutely.
Talk about kind of what that part of it means to you as a president.
Well, there's no more special day than commencement. And the next special day is convocation, when we bring in the new class, right? But commencement is just a celebration of 4 and sometimes 5 years, depending on what a student chose, of celebrating their academic success, but also all the things that they learned in their clubs and organization, on their teams, leadership, teamwork, how to problem solve, how to make decisions, all those things. Every student who walks across the stage is carrying 4 years of developing those skills with them that they probably didn't have, or at least have as well as they do now at that very moment. So it's just always a celebration. And of course, this is an exciting time because our class was larger last year than ever since 2014. And we're tracking well as we move towards next year, because what we're trying to do is get to 1,000 students. We believe 1,000 students deserve to have the kind of personalized education that Defiance College provides.
So talk a little bit about kind of the big picture goals and objectives of a Defiance College education. If I were to say to you, just ask you the question, what is a Defiance College education? How does it kind of differentiate from some other schools?
Well, first of all, it's high quality, right? Our faculty, 82% of our faculty have the appropriate terminal degree in their academic discipline. So typically that's the PhD, but it can be the Master of Social Work or the Master of Fine Arts. And so, of course, there's the classroom discipline learning that students apply. But Jacket Journey is a unique program because it's career readiness, and I know I've mentioned it before. However, what it does, it's required. The reason it's nationally unique is because it's required and it's for credit. And it's based on DEFI, right? Discover, then explore, then finalize and initiate. Or maybe it's formulate for the F, and initiate. So each year builds on skill, and these are out of classroom skills. These are competencies that employers have told us they want. They want somebody who can critically think. And I'll give an example. We want students to be able to articulate what they've learned. So in business, you don't learn to use an Excel spreadsheet. You learn to use an Excel spreadsheet to manage data, to analyze data, to make a recommendation for how a project or an initiative moves forward.
Exactly.
And so making that distinction, learning how to articulate that, building on those skills over 4 years is what Jacket Journey is about. And our placement rate, 5-year average, is 95%.
That's fantastic.
Which is fantastic. Yeah, absolutely right. It should always be above 90, 95, and we've had years as high as 98% and 97%.
That's
individually.
fantastic.
Yeah. So that means students are in their first professional position or they have been accepted to the graduate school of their choice.
So one of the things I think that benefits a college like Defiance College is obviously, you mentioned it, providing the education and training and experience that employers want.
Right.
So I'd have to think that part of the ongoing mission is also to actively listen to and discuss with area employers kind of what they are expecting of a college graduate, what they need to keep their business not only in its prosperous place now, but also to help it grow in the future. So can you talk a little bit about kind of the ongoing networking that you do with area businesses?
Sure. Interesting. This idea for Jacket Journey came out of a business roundtable meeting in Michigan with college presidents and business CEOs. I think there were 5 states represented. It was by invitation. And that's when the idea hit that we could do something that was different, that was trend-setting. And as we came back to campus and developed the idea, which of course looks very different than I envisioned it then, right? Because
almost always does, right?
Right, because we put people around the table in a task force and faculty got involved in developing the curriculum. As we were doing that, we asked the Economic Development Council if they would help us organize some focus groups with not necessarily businesses, but themes like management, like information technology, like nonprofit leadership. And we had 6 focus groups where we got information about what employers needed. And then, of course, there's a national organization called NACE about career orientation, and they list 6 competencies. So with a combination of what employers wanted, how we might work this into the curriculum is how we ended up here. And part of Jacket Journey is a summit in the summer. It's called Jacket Summit. And there we invite business leaders and we invite our faculty and staff to join together. And we have roundtable discussions, open generative conversations about how are we going to manage AI? What are your needs for AI and how can we teach that now, right? And how can we keep people safe? Because there are a lot of abuses that could happen from that technology.
You're absolutely right.
The summit is meant to keep us current, but of course I'm out in the community and go to Rotary and lots of other places where I'm always listening, and so are the campus leaders.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Last question I have for you, Dr. Menke, is more of a philosophical question, and
Okay.
that is, as president, what motivates you every day?
Students and their success. I mean, what we do, we have a lot of deliverables to all kinds of organizations. And if we start to focus on compliance and regulations and what's the legislation going to do next week, that can be really depressing. But when we see our students and, have that aha experience or invite us to, when are you going to come and see me play? Those kinds of things, watching them develop and probably having the experience at home like I did when I went home for my first quarter then in college, and my dad said, "Who are you? And what did you do with that shy little girl that left?" Right? So we do this, and we do what we do, and we make campus exciting and vibrant because of our students. We want them to learn hard, we want them to play hard, and we want them to succeed.
Well, that's all you can ask out of a college education, right?
Absolutely. Well, our mission is to know, to understand, to lead, and to serve. And if we remember to do those things, we serve our students every day.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as you serve the student takes care of their career aspirations.
Absolutely.
They become pillars of the community, and it just continues to positively spiral after that.
Absolutely. Our vision is lifelong learning, or holistic leadership and lifelong learning, and it's really adaptability for life is what it is. And then we want to have prepared professionals, we want to have civic stewards, and we want to have community leaders. This is our next generation of who's going to be sitting in these places, right?
That's an excellent point.
In 10, 20, 30 years. Absolutely.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job. I mean, I know just from the periphery that there've been a lot of great things happening at Defiance College, and I mean, you certainly owe yourself and your staff and your faculty a great deal of credit for that.
Well, I'm glad you included the staff and the faculty, because you know what? This is not a sole position. Nothing that we've talked about today can happen without everybody engaging together on campus. And I'm just really pleased with how campus has come together collaboratively and how we can be very nimble. We make a decision, we can get it done when it's time to do that.
And that's really what it's all about.
Absolutely.
You need to be able to critically think and look at opportunities that exist in the community and how you can solve those problems, and continue to work with employers to not only to continue to fill that pipeline, but also to help innovate.
Yep. Absolutely. You should see the data sets of the decision to move from NCAA D3 to NAIA. You're right. We have to be able to analyze and make a decision from that.
Dr. Rich-Ann Mankey has been my guest. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much, Jim.
All right, we're going to step aside. We'll be right back for some halftime stats on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you manicure simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College athletics.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
My name is Mark Miller. This is my good friend Tom Hill. Both Tom and I are graduates of Defiance College, and we were both athletes at Defiance College.
And I played baseball and basketball here at DC. Mark played football and baseball here. Now, here we are 35, 40 years later. We both serve on the alumni varsity board here at Defiance College.
AVD, as we call it, raises money for Defiance College athletics. We have raised funds for many projects, such as $100,000 to the George Smart Center,
$45,000 to the weight room in the Smart Center,
$10,000 to the new basketball floor,
new scoreboards at both the baseball and softball fields.
If you're a Defiance College alumni athlete, please support AVD. Visit defianceathletics.com/alumni/AVD to join.
We appreciate all who have given in the past, but we are looking for new members. Please keep it.
And back here at Justin F. Gressel Stadium, the campus of Defiance College, Jim and Randy, and let's pull up some halftime stats real quick. As you can imagine, the stats are pretty even. 9 first downs for the Jackets compared to 6 for the Panthers. Neither team really doing all that great on third down efficiency. The Jackets 2 of 3 on fourth down so far. Jackets have run some more plays, Randy, but what else kind of jumps out at you? I mean, it's been a kind of an offensively challenged first half.
A good way to put it. You see there, Hanover 28 plays for 110 yards, 42 plays for 153 for Defiance. Jackets got that good drive there to end the half right before getting stopped at the 1 yard line. You see 134 yards passing for the Jackets to just 95 for Hanover. So the 32 sack yards are what hurts Defiance. You see 19 net yards rushing, but just 15 so far for Hanover's. Hanover's held to just under 1 yard per carry. You see there, 17 carries for 15 yards. Jackets not a whole lot better, 17 carries for 19 yards. So the punting numbers are good. Defensive numbers are really good. So whose offense is going to get going? I liked what I saw. We saw that first drive for Defiance, right? They got that 3 and out. They went up tempo, marched down the field. Saw it at the end of the half too. Went up tempo, marched down, got stopped at the 1 yard line. So we'll see if Defiance comes out with that. They found something that I think works, and just got to keep it going against Hanover.
So the Panthers will kick off to start the second half. Just put a fresh 15 on the clock.
Yeah, see things getting thrown, and it looks like cheerleaders with mini footballs.
Yep. Fielded at the 12, up to the 25, where the returner will be stopped. And that return was by Desmond Garrett.
That's been his role. We haven't seen him a whole lot on offense, but he's been a big part of this return game, trying to get things going.
First down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Relatively short kick there by the Panthers.
Yeah, dealing with the swirling wind that's been around. It looks like it died. Well, I want to say it's died down. The flags on the goalpost aren't swirling a lot, but we see the flag really taking off, and there's a good run. So, again, now we should mention at the collegiate level as well, the high school level, right? Every time quarterback gets sacked, that comes off your rushing total. So the rushing numbers are going to look bad because both quarterbacks have been taken down a few times today. But a good start and a nice run there to start the second half.
Bogart takes a shot up top. Unable to connect with the outstretched arms of Jalen Warren. Will bring up a second down and 10. That rush on first down by Thomas gives them a first down. Now it's second down and 10 for the Jackets. I want to thank Dr. Mankey once again for coming up and sharing some good news and notes at the half. A lot of good things happening here at Defiance College. You can get more information on Defiance College or academic programs at defiance.edu. Well-defended run to the right end right there for no gain to bring up a third and 10.
Yeah, David Wall, number 98, is a guy that we've mentioned a couple of times for Hanover. Not fooled. They saw the fate go one way and then come back on the handoff to Tristan Thomas. And Wall right there was a Wall, got the big stop, forced the third and long.
So third and 10 here for Defiance College as Hanover gives up one first down so far in this possession. Looking to shut the door on a second. Running back flanks out. This pass is, they say, incomplete.
Yeah, official right on top of it ruled that hit the ground. We'll see. This might have been deflected at the line. No, it wasn't deflected. Yeah, tough to tell there with some of the bodies in the way on the sideline. A tough break for Defiance. They're going to punt this away.
Bolanos back to kick. And the Panthers have been bringing pressure pretty much the whole time, so you don't see a normal 2 or 3 step walk into that kick. Fielded at the 26. Brought up to the 35, to the 40. Out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Good punt by Bolanos, but a good return by the Panthers.
Yeah, defense for Defiance, as the numbers are shown, held Hanover to 110 yards.
110 yards
in the opening half. We'll go out there and do some work here. So see that they're down by 3 points, but that, again, that was a defensive touchdown scored by Hanover. It was a defensive touchdown as well, scored by Defiance that we've mentioned in that opening half.
So the Panthers come into today's game on a 4-game winning streak, winning each of their last 4 contests by at least 21 points. So Jackets defense has to feel good so far about the work they've done, limiting them to only 3 offensive points in the contest. Run going the right end by Oppel gets them about 4 out to the 48, where it'll bring up second down.
Yeah, good job by Defiance recognizing where that was going to go. It's Tyshawn Woodson once again in there on the stop.
Oppel stays in, goes to the right side of Rodebush. 2 wide receivers to the far side for the Panthers. Man in motion. Screen pass, caught. First down into plus territory. Good execution that time by Jalen Peck.
Yeah, just able to get this out to Peck. Very quickly gets rid of the football. And then Peck able to head upfield and able to get that into a first down.
So plus territory for the Panthers as they lead 10-7 on the Defiance College scoreboard. Most of the fall sports coming to a conclusion. Getting ready for winter sports as we've already brought you a few basketball games on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Oppel again runs right end. Short gain on first down. They give him about 4 inside the 40.
Yeah, I believe had the volleyball season wrap up the regular season yesterday.
Hard to believe that football's still going on and we're already doing basketball games.
I want to say it's only the midpoint of the season, but I guess we've got a couple left. But didn't realize it until I started filling out my calendar and realized that Saturdays were full because of football and then basketball.
And again, on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network, we normally only do the home games for Defiance College, but we are honored to bring you next week's rivalry matchup against Bluffton as well. So we'll be making the road trip with the team over to Bluffton to bring you that game and that 1 o'clock kickoff next Saturday as we have an injured player on the field. We're going to step aside real quick as they tend to the injured player, and we'll bring you whatever update we can right after this on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
And back out here at Justin F. Caressel Stadium, the young man being helped off the field was Fernando Sanabria Nieves, number 99, the junior defensive lineman out of Columbus, Ohio. Looks like he's trying to walk it off here on the sideline. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Run to Oppel. Oppel hit from behind after a gain of about 5 on first down. Get the ball down to the 22, just outside the red zone.
Oppel, one of the better runs he's had, being patient, waiting for his blockers, was able to bounce around and weave his way for about 4 or 5 there.
Well, statistically speaking, you can only go up from where both teams were in the first half. Hanover averaging 0.9 yards per rush. Faking the screen pass, they're going to take a shot to the right side. Wide open touchdown. Walk-in touchdown by Mason Williams.
And Williams just on that far sideline. They had a man coming in motion on the opposite side of the field. And I don't know what led to Williams being so open on that sideline. Just no one picked him up. Able to hit that. You can see right there. Just late coverage getting over to him, trying to roll to that side. And Hanover able to get in, get the touchdown.
Clint Hearn, the sophomore left-footed kicker, lines up for the extra point. Offsides by the Jackets. The kick is up. The kick is good. We'll see if Hanover elects to accept that on the kickoff, or if they decide to go for two. A lot of decisions could be made on this, but I think they'll just take the points.
Just decline it. Wait, I thought didn't he give the...
So they declined the penalty.
But why are they re-kicking?
Do-over. Good snap. Good hold. Extra point is up. And the extra point is good. So still only counts as 1 point, even though they made it twice. 10:37 left in quarter number 3, and it gives us an opportunity to thank Marco's Pizza. Defiance College Athletics is supported by Marco's Pizza in Defiance. Located on North Clinton Street, Marco's is there for you before or after the game for carryout or delivery. Call, stop in, or order online for the latest deals, and be sure to download the Marco's app, where pizza is just a tap away. So the Jackets come up empty on their opening possession. Hanover takes its opening possession of the second half down and scores. And the Defiance College scoreboard now shows Hanover up 17-7. And really, that's 10 offensive points and 7 defensive points for the Panthers, but it still adds up.
Yeah, it's still tough break for Defiance. You really thought, going back to the end of that first half of the drive they had, they were going to put some points on the board, knowing they were going to get the ball again to begin the second half. And
that's a live ball.
Yeah, trouble here for the Jackets. Luckily, that's going to end up out of bounds. That could have been a real tough break. Things could have gone from bad to worse for the Jackets.
See the short kick. The wind holds it up. Kind of a wobbler there. Takes a backwards hop, though, favoring the Panthers, and Garrett just fortunate to get a hand on that. And I don't know if he knocked it out of bounds on purpose or by accident, but
a little column A, little column B, I think.
Yeah, either way, the Jackets maintain possession at the 23-yard line. And what could have been disastrous as we get a Wildcat look. Option pitch. Well defended by the Panthers, as that's a loss of a couple back to the 20.
Yeah, Defiance is trying to make something happen, get going in offense. We're going to see Bogart come back out here. Bogart hasn't had a bad game outside of the fumble that led to the Hanover touchdown. Everyone's going to look over and get a quick signal. Bogart's been pressured. He's been sacked a couple of times, been pressured. The pressure's led to some errant throws, but he hasn't thrown any interceptions today.
Pressure once again forced an early throw by Bogart.
Yeah, looking for Caleb Johnson. Caleb didn't even turn around. He's still in the middle of running his route. So you're going to have a Hanover team with all the momentum now. The last thing you want to do if you're Defiance is after Hanover scores to go a quick 3-and-out and send the ball right back over to them.
So the Jackets with 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the top. Bogart calling out signals with Tristan Thomas in the backfield with him. Clean pocket, pass complete to the 35, close to the 38-yard line. Big time first down that time to Davion Williams.
Yeah, Williams, a nice job in the middle of the field, makes a man miss, and is able to cut back upfield. And we'll see, when Defiance has had their most success offensively, it's when they went up-tempo. And you get a throw like that, you want to quickly get to the line. It looks like they want to go a little bit faster.
Bogart with a keeper. Was he down, or is that a fumble? They're returning like it was a fumble.
I think the officials are just going to let it play out and then decide here. Yeah, you see the line judge on the near side pointing to the ground as if he was already down. So they're going to go ahead and spot this. Yeah, at the NFL level, right, this is what you got to play the continuation in case you challenge it. No challenge at the NAIA level.
So the Jackets fortunate to maintain possession. 9:12 to play.
Yeah, just that whole thing, really, even the handoff looked like it wasn't what it was originally supposed to do. Bogart did a nice job turning that into positive yardage.
So Bogart with the keeper gets him up to the 44-yard line. Taking a shot, just a little bit overthrown, intended for Davion Williams.
Yeah, it's a play that Defiance has been trying to do a few times, trying to float this to the sideline, let their playmakers try to get underneath it and come up with the catch. A good idea. Try to convert it on second down, knowing that you're going to have a third and short. And this might be a spot where Defiance, now that you're down 2 possessions here into this third quarter, everything might be 4 down territory from here on out.
It's the third and short for the Jackets. Need to get to the 48 for the first down. Took his eyes off the ball right there.
Yeah, he's trying to haul that in as Williams, knowing he had some room to get the first down there. Jackets will send their punt team out here. It's one that the freshman wishes he could have back.
Williams, again, for just a freshman playing tremendous football right there, I think that's one he definitely like to have back.
Yeah, he had an idea in his mind of what he was going to do once he had the football, where he was going to go with it. He didn't get the first part done.
Gorgeous kick
booming
by Bolanos.
punt. Yeah, this one's going to end up into the end zone.
So the Panthers will take over after the touchback. 8:46 to play here in quarter number 3. Again, the Panthers lead 17-7 on the Defiance College scoreboard. So a good start in the second half by the Panthers. Jackets had something brewing on that last possession, unable to complete that pass from Bogart to Williams to get the first down.
Yeah, you're going to have to lean on the defense again. It was what sent the tone early. Jackets are going to have to come out here and try to get a stop, see if they can get this offense back on track.
And this will be an opportunity for the Panthers to continue to show that balance on offense as they run on first down. Steps out of a would-be tackler, does Huffman, and gets out to about the 28.
Yeah, it's going to be Dominic Harris, number 44, is one that ends up getting the stop. Yeah, nice job from Huffman just to run over the first guy before Harris was there to get the stop.
So a second down and short here for the Panthers. They need to get to the 30 for the first down off the touchback. Handoff, first down to the 35, close to the 36. Another good run there by Blake Huffman, and the rushing stats are going to look much better in the second half for the Panthers.
Yeah, Huffman found a seam there. Eventually stopped, and once again, Antonio Rossers had to fill in. He's made another stop.
So first and 10 for the Panthers here. 7 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. Man in motion. Jet sweep. Well defended by the Jackets for a very short gain.
Yeah, trying to do the same thing Hanover did. They want to reach in and try to rip that ball away. And a good stop there, Jerry Addo-Boateng.
Mason Williams on the jet sweep carry. Give him 2, bring up a second down and 8 from the 39-yard line. Jackets defense needs a stop here. So the Panthers look over to the sideline for the play call. Quarterback keeper, short gain to the 41. That time Raudebush called his own number.
Yeah, quick decision out of Raudebush, too. Dropped back and then just took off. I don't know if that was a design run the entire way, or if he quickly looked upfield and didn't like what he saw, but he put that football away and took off in a hurry to set up this third down.
Jackets almost jump off sides, but again, this is what the Panthers have done pretty regularly on offense. They line up to snap and then go to the sideline to get the call. Pressure coming up the middle. Rodebush dances away from a couple of would-be tacklers, takes a shot down the field. This one thrown out of bounds. They'll live to play another down. No flags on the play. It'll bring up a 4th down, and the Panthers will punt this one away.
Yeah, nice job by Rodebush just to stay on his feet. Had 2 guys coming for him, was able to dance around, and finally just able to throw that away. You see here, Harris had one arm draped over him. He's going to get help and runs out of another one, and might have been a little bit of a push in the back there. And he'll throw it away and at least get a 4th down. Defiance able to get the stop, force the punt.
You can see that wind just knocking that ball down at about the 29-yard line as we get a Jacket and a Panther just going at it around the 45-yard line right there. Both players wondering kind of where the flag is. The Hanover player was, but no flag thrown.
Yeah, and Eric Rodebush, too, on this one. When he punted, there's contact well after and looked at the official, and the official just shook his head no. And I was watching that, and I missed what was happening in midfield. I just saw
somebody just finishing a block.
Yeah, I saw one guy on top of another one. You're going to see here, you just see it just off the screen.
And you won't see the dust up at the 45. Bogart with 3 wide receivers to the near side, fakes the handoff. He'll go backwards pass, look for a trick play here. This is going to be thrown back. Caught, but it's well behind the line of scrimmage, and Jackets are lucky to get a couple out of that one as the wind really played havoc on that second throw.
Yeah, and look at this throw. I mean, you're going from numbers to numbers, and that ball took forever to get all the way across the field.
Injured Jacket on the field. And that's Tristan Thomas, I believe, number 9. A little shaken up on the play. Coach Nickel comes out to check on him. We'll take a quick timeout as well. It's 17-7 Hanover on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
Back out at Caressel Stadium, Thomas off the field. Looks like he's moving around okay. Not seeking any trainer assistance down there, which is a good sign. Bogart on a 2nd and 7. Fakes the handoff. Going to take a shot up top. He's got a man just outside of the reach of the would-be receiver, Caleb Johnson.
Just able to poke that away at the last second. We're going to see here on the replay. This is going to be Javion Robinson, a freshman defensive back, number 20. Just gets enough of it. Force the incompletion. I'm sorry, that is not 20. That was 28. So Brian Wall, it's still another freshman. Just enough. Poke that away. And a tough break for Defiance.
3rd down and 7 here for the Jackets. Bogart rolls to his right, throws. This one's going to be a little short.
Yeah, that one left his hand funny. He had slipped out. He's trying to get set. And you see him roll to the near side, the pressure coming. And he just set, and just the moment he released it, didn't go where he wanted it to.
So the incomplete pass brings up 4th down and 7. The Jackets will kick this one away from their own 31. Expect the Panthers to bring pressure again as they don't set up much for returns. You can see nobody else back to help. It's basically you're on an island, make something happen. To the 30, to the 35. Brought down at the 45. Nice return right there by the Panthers. Set him up with nice starting field position.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So, yeah, you had Defiance inside the 40. So setting pressure on the hopes that you're able to block the punt, give yourself really good position here. Still going to get real good field position, getting a good return out across the 45.
Ball sets at the 46-yard line of Hanover. 4:58 to play here in quarter number 3. 17-7, the Panthers lead on the Defiance College scoreboard. Raudebusch takes the snap, fakes the handoff, drops back, clean pocket, now forces to roll to his left. He's going to get out of bounds just past midfield, but we do have a flag on the play.
We're going to have an illegal block in the back here against Hanover. You're going to see it on the replay when Raudebusch is going to roll your way here. You can see Harris is going to get pushed just a little bit. You saw the end of it there. Take a hold, too.
Yep. Either way, it backs the Panthers up 10 yards from the spot.
I saw the two hands and the push in the back. But
so 1st and 20 now for the Panthers. Jackets once again having to lean on their defense to make a big stop as the offense has stalled a little bit here the last few possessions. Had their golden opportunity to score at the end of the first half, but 2 plays from the one, unable to punch it in. So the Panthers defense stood tall. Now the Jackets defense needs to do the same. Pass over the middle, caught, close to a first down. Big time catch by Jack Pennington.
It's a good route in the middle of the field, able to cut up and really give Hanover a chance to convert here following that penalty on the scramble here.
Injured Jacket on the field. And unfortunately, we've said that quite a few times today. This time it looks like it is Justice Ashley, number 13.
Yeah, he was the one that made the hit, too, to get the stop. And now coming up, looks like maybe a cramp. They're going to stretch him out a little bit.
Coach is doing a little everything today. He actually stretches him out and helps him up. Favoring that right leg a little bit, but getting off the field under his own power, which is always a good thing. So 2nd short coming up for Hanover here. Something about that with 20 yards to go for Hanover that they end up breaking out a big pass play.
There's something they like. And that might also be with Defiance. I think they just get a little too relaxed knowing that they're in a situation where they can play back a little bit. When they've had their most success today, it's when they've been aggressive, and that goes on both sides of the football.
4-man front for the Jackets, 2 wide receivers to the top. Handoff up the middle. Stop behind the line. Big-time play right there by Antonio Rosser, another freshman making things happen.
Yeah, we've called Rosser's name a handful of times. And we'll mention it, and we've said it a few times, that Cody Johnson again out, had that targeting call, that opening possession of the contest.
What a big loss that was,
yeah,
too.
And Rosser's the guy that's had to step up, and he's done so in a big way. And a guy that coaches, and now at the end of the year, I'm sure they can't wait to see come back and really find a spot for him next year.
Oppel in the backfield along with Raudebusch on this 3rd down and short. Back to pass. Sets, throws. This one's underthrown and incomplete. No flag on the play for pass interference. Wonder if the wind affected that one because I don't think that was a purposely underthrown ball.
Yeah, you had Caleb Gabus out there, number 15 for Defiance. Gabus, everyone will say he never turned around. That's correct, but as you said, ball was underthrown to begin with, so you can't really, if there's nothing to defend, you lock onto the receiver's eyes and you see him when they spot the football. That's when a good defensive player is able to turn around. Gabus realized that ball was never going to get caught. Just stuck right there with the receiver here. Hanover's going to try to go for this on 4th down.
They're going to get just enough for the first down as Rodebush keeps, rolls right end, gets about 4 on the 4th and 2.
Yeah, it looked like that was going to be the design the entire way. It's just roll to that right side, cut up field when he found an opening. It's exactly what happened. He was able to squeeze through and got about an extra yard, maybe yard and a half, to convert on that 4th down.
Rodebush has called his number a handful of times, his own number today, with some success. Handoff on 1st down. Give him about 4, maybe 5 inside the 40 to the 38. 2nd down and 6 coming up. 2.5 to play here in quarter number 3. 17-7, Hanover your score. Panthers on the move in plus territory. For this 2nd down, you have 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Man in motion again. They like to use motion to the Panthers. Low snap. Turn the handoff to Oppel. Oppel will get maybe 2. Mark him just shy of the 35-yard line, close to the 36. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4.
In those situations, Defiance has been in here. They've got the 3rd down. Had the 3rd down stop previously, just trying to finish it off on 4th down here. And for Hanover, they got to believe the same thing here. This is going to be 2 tries to get this about 3.5 yards.
So the Panthers most likely in 4-down territory regardless of the score. See what they elect to do as Rodebush calls his own number again. He's going to have the 1st down to about the 30. Needed to get to the 32. He got to the 31, and that's enough to move the chains.
Yeah, just flipped the way they ran from on the 4th down conversion with Rodebush this time. Worked the left side and was able to find an opening. Just squeezed through there and got enough. So he is who Hanover's counted on. They've needed some tough yards. We've seen both Oppel and Huffman get involved, but it's Rodebush. There's a play where they need the 3 or 4. He'll just keep it himself.
Run by Oppel to the left. Cuts back inside the 15 to inside the 10. And a 1st and goal coming up for the Panthers.
I've just been working Defiance. I think they're beginning to wear him out a little bit. And just worn out that defensive front for the Jackets. And now Hanover, what was 2 or 3 yard carries earlier, now starting to become 4, 5, 6. And you saw them pop that big one there.
Sometimes the run sets up the pass. I think in this case, Randy, the run sets up the run.
Yeah,
Hanover. They're just more and more confidence in that ground game. Panthers with a 1st and goal. Turn, handoff, Oppel. Inside the 5, down to the 4.
Yeah, it was Gabus there. You see number 15 for Defiance was able to come in and make the stop. He looked a little banged up and needed a little extra moment to get up.
That'll be the end of quarter number 3. 17-7, your score in the Defiance College scoreboard. We'll step aside, bring you back for the start of the 4th quarter here on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. Stadium on the campus of Defiance College. The Alumni Varsity D has a long tradition of supporting and promoting DC athletics. Comprised of former varsity athletes, Alumni Varsity D pays it forward for the Yellow Jackets of tomorrow. For more information, visit defiance.edu/alumni today. Also, mark your calendars for the Yellow Jacket Classic Golf Outing on June 14, 2025. Feels like it's right around the corner, Randy, but we also know that winter's coming, and it's going to feel like it's a long ways away, that June weather.
Yeah, and, we got really lucky this year. We had a couple of days even here in November where it kind of felt like summer, but looking forward to another fun year.
Pass complete for a touchdown to Eric Rodebush. So Rodebush to Rodebush there for the score, and that makes it 23-7. Panthers now in firm control here in the opening play of quarter number 4.
Yeah, it's a good rollout to get to that far side, and Eric Rodebush rolls out and gets an open spot, able to get in for the touchdown.
Clint Hearn on for the extra point to make it a 17-point lead. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way, and it is good just inside that right upright. So 24-7 your score in the Defiance College scoreboard. The Purple and Gold Club has been advancing DC athletics for 50 years. A joint mission of community members, parents, staff, and fans. Purple and Gold supports the Yellow Jackets to elevate the student-athlete experience and facilities through a variety of initiatives. All members receive an all-sports pass to watch every Yellow Jacket home event, with additional perks as well. To find out more or join today, visit dcpurpleandgoldclub.com. So the Panthers come in on a 4-game winning streak. And the way it looked in the first half, Randy, at 10-7 at halftime, that statistic about winning all those games by at least 21 points didn't really seem like it applied today, but all of a sudden the Panthers are starting to pull away.
Yeah, it was just kind of worn out Defiance as the game's gone on. The Jackets came out, got a really good start both sides of the football. I like the way they moved offensively and had a couple of key stops defensively. It seems like here, as this third quarter now into the fourth has gone on, just started to run out of gas a little bit.
Garrett with the return up near the 30, close to the 29 is where they'll spot him. That's where the Jackets will take over on first down. Again, another relatively short kick. Not sure if the wind impacts that or if that's just the way that the Panthers are choosing to do it. I think it's more the latter in this case.
I think it is too. Yeah, there's still some wind, and it's been breezy and a little chilly out here today, but I think that's just I think they like that style and lets their guys get downfield and eliminate some big plays.
Turnaround handoff. Thomas actually loses a yard to the 28, so good stop there by the Panthers.
Yeah, it's the play. It stretched out a little further than what Defiance wanted. Tristan was trying to cut up field, could never find anything.
Pitch out left. Thomas runs out of bounds. Past the 30 to about the 33, to bring up a third down.
But a couple of times we've seen that already in the short side of the field running that way, so not a lot of running room with that quick pitch. Tristan that time does a better job cutting it up, turns it into a positive gain here. And now you're going to have about a 3rd and 6 to try to convert on.
You have to wonder if this is 4-down territory now given the score. 24-7 your score. A lot of football left, but not a lot of possessions left. There's pressure coming from behind. That's a pass. They're saying that was incomplete. Good pressure off the edge by David Wall, the junior.
Yeah, Bogart just never felt it here. You're going to see on the replay. He's going to roll out. He does a nice job with the ball fake. Doesn't know Wall's right there behind him, and Wall hits him as he releases. That ball was clearly coming forward, and the arm was forward as well. It's a good call for the incomplete, but a quick 3 and out. And this defense, it's been on the field a little bit too much. There's one hung up by the wind.
I think this one's going to be marked out about the 43, 44. Officials saying the 46 of Defiance, so I was about 10 yards off right there. So the wind definitely impacting that punt by Bolanos. And the Panthers will have starting possession, field position in plus territory. Jackets absolutely cannot afford to give up another score here.
And I think that was mentioned. That whole defensive unit was down together on the bench on the sideline, but a very quick break for them.
Rodebush calls his own number on the delay. Injured Jacket limping off the field is Justice Ashley. And another injured player, Richard Pope IV.
He's on the stop there, and that took the brunt of the hit as well.
Can't see what Pope is favoring down there. Certainly don't want to speculate. Definitely shaken up on the play, though, as he remains down. 13:30 to play in the contest. Panthers firmly in front, 24-7, as Coach Nickel out there talking with Richard. Randy, it was a really sluggish first half offensively, but Hanover came out really fired up in the second half so far.
Yeah, they've found something that works, and then they just, I think they've just worn down Defiance. The Jackets had a plan, as we said a couple of times, trying to stuff this Hanover defense. As Richard Pope able to get up, you see very shaken up.
Yes, he is.
A relatively thin Defiance team, and that when we talked to Coach and you saw in our pregame, team's been banged up and playing 11 straight weeks of football. And now you send a lot of fresh bodies out there. A lot of young guys, too, and I think Hanover's taking advantage of that.
And once that run game gets going for the Panthers, you really don't even need balance by throwing the ball. They'll drop back here, Rodebush. Pressure coming. He's able to step through it, but he's ultimately brought down by LeConte Jr.
Yeah, he was able to avoid the first wave, and I think Andre Tibbs, who's the backup in for Richard Pope, forced some pressure, and when that forced Rodebush to roll out, went right into the arms of LeConte, comes up with a stop.
Almost a coverage sack there. You got to credit the defensive secondary for the Jackets for being able to allow the rushers to get home. So 3rd and 11. Low snap. Steps up. Open. Intercepted by the Jackets. To the 35. To the 40. And stopped at the 45. Big time play right there by Caleb Gabus.
Yeah, team leader in interceptions now by himself. He's able to read the eyes of the receiver, just able to step in front of that one. So we're going to see here on the replay. Thought he had a man open, and Gabus is just going to take that one away and gets a good return. Fires up the crowd, fires up this team for Defiance. Not out of it yet, still with 12 minutes and change to go, but you're going to have to get a couple of scores. And it's been a problem when that offense at times has been able to move the football. Maybe they're pressed here with time, and this might be what they need here.
First pass of this possession complete, going to Caleb Johnson, and can't say enough about these freshman skill players for the Jackets. They've played some inspired ball this season. 2nd down and 6. Bogart drops back. Pocket collapsing, pass incomplete. Pass intended for Caleb Johnson there. Ball dislodged on the good hit by the Hanover defender. Seen the replay, tried to one-hand that one. End up knocked away by Jamie Deckard, the senior. So 3rd down and 6 for the Jackets. Need to get to the 45 of Hanover for the first down.
Yeah, this has been the problem, especially in the second half for the Jackets, is They've got something right, and now they're going to be able to convert. A good job there. Bogart's going to give himself up. Hanover going for the football after the slid.
slide.
Yeah, was well done.
You see Bogart stepping up, having enough room. Good decision to slide. And the Hanover player coming in to try to strip and rip afterwards, but the play was long dead. Bogart rolling out to his right. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, just ran out of real estate, rolling all the way out to that far side of the field, trying to make something happen. You'll see him here. Does a good job and a nice job knowing where the line of scrimmage is as well. I know he's out there and he's got guys in his face, just decides to throw that away and fight to live another day.
2nd down and 10 for the Jackets as they bring 4 wide receivers out, 2 to either side. Screen pass set up. 35, 30, 25, 20. Inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line where the Jackets will pick up a first down. Well-designed screenplay here to Turner.
Yeah, it might have been at first like you just wanted to throw that away, and Cam Turner, and give his lineman credit as well for not taking off downfield to have an ineligible man downfield.
Turner with the pitch inside the 15. Mark him down now they'll mark him at the 15, so 2nd down and about 8.
Yeah, haven't seen a lot of Cam Turner today. Big situation here. Defiance can get this down to a 10-point game here with about 10 minutes to play. It'd be huge for them.
Jet sweep inside the 10, inside the 5. 1st and goal for the Jackets.
A very late decision to get the handoff here, as we're going to see that. And you saw Williams kind of make sure he didn't, I don't think he had it in both hands at first, and he's able to secure the football as he was running.
Injured Hanover Panther on the field.
Someone cramping up there. You saw him kind of grab the back of the leg.
Jackets huddle up. 10 minutes, 7 seconds to play in the ball game. Again, go back to the end of that first half. It could be 24-14. I mean, You never know what could have happened in the second half as a result. But, I mean, momentum definitely would have been on the Jackets' side. And then getting the opening kick to start the second half, you can't assume that everything else would have happened the way it normally does if the Jackets score at the end of that first half.
Right, yeah, and that's what we're going to go back to that all day long. That would have been just what could have happened at the 1-yard line, just unable to score. That really has changed the entire momentum so far. And like we've said it a couple of times here, this Defiance offense, this thing has run better when they've gone in a hurry, whether because they're pressed for time or trying to catch Hanover off balance here. When they go quick and they go tempo, they've been a lot more successful.
Turner stopped in the backfield. A flag on the play. So we'll see what the penalty marker is. Flag thrown at about the 6-yard line. So a face mask penalty going against the defense. That goes on Aiden Yakum.
Yeah, it had to be somewhere here in the scrum. We'll see if someone Yep, you see the arm right there. Able to reach around and definitely had the face. Tried to go for the suplex as well. Couldn't lift him up.
So 1st and goal for the Jackets. 4 chances to knock this one in. Fade pass. And what should have been an obvious pass interference call right there, not called, and the Panthers get the turnover on the interception.
Yeah, same thing Coach Nickel wants to know, too, as he's down
on
that sideline here. We're going to take a look at this replay one more time. Yeah,
just straight up
coming away with a football. The officials are going to get together and discuss it.
Second time the Jackets have had a goal-to-go opportunity and unable to cash in. The Hanover Panthers get the stop the first time. This time they get the interception in the end zone. We still have conversation going on with the officials. Not really sure why at this point. Going to go over and talk with the Hanover coach.
Maybe they're asking him if it's okay that they call pass interference.
I certainly hope that's not the case. Although I can guess the answer. Nah, don't call it.
Might be something on the celebration afterwards.
The result of the play was an interception. After the interception, inadvertent whistle. Hanover's football at the 20. First down.
So there was an inadvertent whistle that blew the play dead, although I thought he was tackled inside the 10, but they're giving the Panthers the ball at the 20.
Yeah, the whistle, the inadvertent whistle means a touchback, and the interception was in the end zone.
So the turnover and the touchback gives the Panthers the ball at the 20-yard line. 9:45 to play, and Hanover now will look to run some clock. Handoff, left end. Late flag will stop the play. We'll see what the infraction is and who it's against.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 57. 15 yards will be added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
So the 15-yard face mask will go against Cyrus Gale, the freshman.
Yeah, again, just massive humanity in there. Really hard to tell where it happened at.
Ball at the 37-yard line. And a first down for the Panthers. 3 wide receivers to the top. The turn handoff to Oppel. Oppel turns the corner left end, gets past the 40 out to about the 43. Bring up a 2nd and 5. So good run there. And the rushing stats in the end of this game will certainly look a lot different than they did at halftime.
Yeah, they will.
Panthers doing a really good job in the second half of getting the run game established. Rodebush, very patient, as you would expect, with a 17-point lead. Eager to have that clock run. Calls his own number up the middle, and that'll be enough for a first down. Past the 47, close to the 48. Just enough to move the chains. Although the knee was down at about the 46, but it's a first down.
Hanover's going to keep this about as simple as they can when able to run the football as effectively they have in this second half. Biggest thing they want, like you said, Jim, is to let that clock keep running here, as they won't have to snap this again until we're down near 8 minutes to play.
10 on the play clock. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Panthers probably happy to take all 3 of those home with them, though. Run left end by Blake Huffman gets them about 3, gets them up to midfield. So 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. 7 minutes, 40 seconds to play in the contest. We'll see if the Panthers even throw the ball again.
I don't know why you would. You've been able to effectively run the football here in this fourth quarter. Well, they're going to right now. They're going to try to.
So no gain.
Yeah, we might have ourselves a roughing the passer call here.
Flag on the play, back in the backfield, and it looks like the initial signal is a hold against the offense.
So Rodebush take a hit after he threw this football, so I was just naturally thinking it was going to be a roughing the passer call. I didn't see anything that stood out really egregious for hold. Defiance will take it. They would do everything they can to back Hanover up. Defiance is also going to have to find a way now with 7.5, 7:20 left. They would need to find a way to get an extra possession here. Try to get back into this one.
So as Randy said, 7 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. The Defiance College scoreboard shows Hanover leading 24-7. Panthers with the ball after the holding penalty. Second down and long for Hanover. And again, probably just throwing enough to keep the defense honest so they don't load the box.
Now you're probably going to have to do something here. That hold's going to back you up to a second, like you said, a 2nd and 20. But they'll come through here and finding a spot in the middle of the field.
Again, on a 20 yards to go situation for the Panthers, they hit a big pass play over the middle. That's the third time that they've been successful on a big pass play on a 20 yards to go situation. So it brings up a manageable 3rd and 3, maybe a 3rd and 4. They need to get to the 42-yard line, so it's a 3rd and short here for the Panthers.
Yeah, just in the middle of the field, too. That's the biggest thing is receivers just between the hashes have been finding ways to get open. A little confusion on who was going to cover the man in motion for Defiance.
Rodebush keeps. Rodebush gets the first down. Everything going exactly the way Hanover wants it to. 3rd and short. Rodebush once again either rolling right end or left end to get the first down. So the Panthers keep the ball, and the clock continues to roll as we're under 5:45 to play.
Yeah, one thing Hanover's done really well today is you've seen a lot of motion. A man will go in motion, and they'll run the opposite way from it to take a defender out. This time the man went in motion towards the play, and it really confused Defiance, and they weren't sure if someone was going to come from one side over to the other or where they were going to roll coverages, try to pick up that extra man, and that led to a hole opening up for Rodebush to get that first down.
Handoff going to Lawan McAdoo, sophomore running. Had to go to the roster there, Randy, as he's McAdoo not in the two deeps. But again, I think the Panthers are kind of in a similar situation to the Jackets, that fairly deep as far as the halfback position goes.
Yeah, they've ran, especially Oppel and Huffman have been really impressive with what they've been able to do. And when you can go deeper than that and have guys with some skill, it's a nice luxury to have.
Back to pass, takes a shot deep. One-handed grab attempt, incomplete. That time by Eric Rodebush.
Yeah, it's a good one-on-one out there. Eric Rodebush going up against Gabus, who's the best defender this year for Defiance, especially without Vashon Palmer, who's been battling injuries all year long. Gabus has stepped up. He had the interception earlier. Nice job out there in that sideline. Forced the incompletion.
So 3rd down and 8 for the Jackets. Time running out on Defiance College today. Defense needs to make a stop here, and the offense needs to move it down the field as quickly as possible. Rodebush back to pass. Screen pass. Open. First down and more inside the 25 to about the 22. That'll move the chains, and now another at least 2 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, we've seen Defiance run this play a handful of times today where they let that defense, that pressure come in, throw it against it, and able to run away from it. And Hanover able to convert and pick up a first down.
One of the Jacket defenders, C.J. Snorton, the freshman, hobbling off the field at the end of that play right there. See him getting looked at on the bench down here. Handoff, 15, 10, tackled at the 9. Another first down, and now it's a first down and goal and Hanover looking to put this one away.
Yeah, just finding spots here. We mentioned the cutbacks weren't there at all that opening half. As we said, Hanover had 17 carries for 15 yards running the football in that opening half. And now we're seeing these cutback lanes beginning to open up. As Hanover's starting to put this one away, like you said, Jim.
Gettelfinger, number 21, in the backfield now with Raudebusch. So another new running back checking in. Raudebusch calls his own number. Inside the 10, inside the 5, inside the end zone. Touchdown. Panthers extend the lead to 30-7.
Yeah, it's a good job. They're going to roll out here. Raudebusch able to cut up field and able to get his way into the end zone there and put this one away for Hanover.
Panthers' Clint Hearn comes out for the extra point. 2:56 to play in the contest. As Hanover puts an exclamation point on what has been a very impressive second half performance. Kick is up. Kick is good, and the Defiance College scoreboard shows Hanover ahead 31-7. We're going to take a quick timeout on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you manicure simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
Back out at Justin F. Gressel Stadium on the campus of Defiance College. And Randy, you just mentioned an excellent point that the Jackets were ahead 7-3, and the Panthers have put up 28 consecutive unanswered points against the Jackets to take a commanding 31-7 lead with under 3 to play in the contest.
Yeah, not to say that Defiance didn't have opportunities. You know, we've mentioned it a few times, and it's been it feels like the game changer, that stop at the 1 to end the half. You had the interception thrown in the end zone. This one was going to still be, we weren't sure what the final was going to be, and now Hanover able to take advantage here, drive the length of the field, and it looks like they're going to get out of here and run their win streak to 5.
So again, 4 wins in a row for Hanover, averaging on the season almost 400 yards of total offense, including 252 yards of passing. They're not going to hit that total today by any means, but they have been very dominant in the second half.
Yeah, it was Defiance who led the total yard numbers at the half, and that's not going to hold. And they had a couple. Defiance's put together a couple impressive drives. We'll see what they tried to do here this final 2:51. Not going to just roll over and give the win to Hanover. Something they need to think about. Still another week of football. They get the big trip coming up against their rivals, Bluffton. Still, I know that HCAC might not mean anything, but it's still an important game for a lot of these guys, and we'll see what the Jackets have in store for next week.
So 2 minutes and 15 seconds and counting here in quarter number 4. Bogart pressured, steps up, flag on the play, 2 flags on the play. He gets near the first down, but I'm thinking this one's going to come back as both of those flags ended up in the offensive backfield.
Yeah, Bogart's done a better job, especially here lately, of tucking and running. We've seen him try to make plays as part of the
Offense, number 51, 10 yards from the previous spot. Repeat, second down.
On the right side of the line, you'll see
Previous spot, repeat.
You'll see the infraction. That'll mark the Jackets back, I believe, half the distance.
Yeah, Andre Amore, number 51, one of the seniors celebrated before the game, whistled for the hold there.
So the half the distance penalty marks the ball back to the 9-yard line. The Jackets will have a 2nd and 17. Bogart gets the snap. Rolls out to his right, throws it away. Good coverage downfield by the Panthers. Again, there's only so much you can do when you're backed up. You can't hold it too long because you don't want to take a sack or a safety or anything like that. But, if the coverage is good downfield, they're probably bringing in extra DBs at that point, knowing you have to pass. So, I mean, it's making your offense one-dimensional, and it's allowing their defense to key in on pass coverage.
Yeah, Hanover is just they put Defiance in this tough spot. Yeah, they'll pin back, and they're electing to cover everything instead of applying pressure here.
Pass intended for Davion Williams, incomplete. That'll bring the punt team out. 2-minute timeout. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning into all the home games this season on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. Don't forget, next Saturday we'll be bringing you the Bluffton game from Bluffton. Looking forward to making the trip there. And then we'll have a week off, and then it'll be back to basketball again, I believe, on the 23rd. Is that right, Randy?
That is...
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, but it won't be. This is already the night. Yeah, no week off. We're going right to basketball.
Exactly, yep. So we'll have football next Saturday. Then the Saturday after that, we'll have a basketball doubleheader, I believe.
Yeah.
And then the Yellow Jacket Sports Network will also be bringing you a broadcast on Saturday the 30th, just after Thanksgiving. And then everything really starts to ramp up into December. And we'll be bringing you action all the way through mid-February. So we're certainly looking forward to broadcasting the men's and women's home games. Already had a little taste of that. Congratulations to Coach Gibson getting a couple of home dubs recently. The team's over 500. I'm looking forward to bringing you more action as the season progresses and we transition into winter. Bolino's low snap. Gets the kick off, but this one take a sideways bounce at the 30. 1:52 to play. I'd have to think Hanover's just going to run time at this point.
Yeah, Hanover said we mentioned it. I think the last time Defiance punted, Hanover has set pressure every time. It's been one guy back and 10 guys at the line. That's as close as they've gotten, and it forced it. Also had a low snap. And it forced Bolinos to get rid of that a little quicker than he wanted to, and you saw the result there on the short punt. And see if Hanover, it might still be remembering that upset that Defiance pulled on them last year, and they might be looking for a little more here.
New quarterback in for the Panthers, as that new quarterback is Malachi Parks, the senior. Calls his own number on first down, runs left end, gets about 8. Make it a 2nd down and 2. So senior getting an opportunity for a few game reps here as we're down to 1:20 to play. 15 on the play clock, so no hurry for Hanover to get this next play in.
Yeah, it looks like their goal here is to get the one first down they need, and then they can just sit on this.
And they get it inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. Turn around and hand off to McAdoo. McAdoo gets just enough for the first down inside the 20 to the 15. And with under a minute to play, see if the Panthers just take a knee in victory formation. Play clock down to 13. Lining up as if they're going to run a play. Handoff right end down to the 10. And that may be the final play of the contest.
Yeah, but it looks like it.
So Hanover is going to get the victory today, 31-7 over the Yellow Jackets. Very impressive second half performance, 28 straight points by Hanover as they seal the deal here on senior day at Defiance College. We're going to take a quick break, then we'll give you some post-game stats, and we'll send you home on this chilly Saturday on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
Out at Caressel Stadium in the campus of Defiance College, Jim and Randy bringing you Yellow Jackets football action. Your final today is 31-7. The Panthers are victorious on the road on senior day here for Defiance College. So the Jackets unable to make it happen today, but a very impressive Hanover Panthers team coming in. That's now 5 straight victories of 21-plus points for Hanover. And, despite a 7-3 early start, Randy, where just nothing was happening, boy, the ground game and the pass game really started working harmoniously. But that ground game was really impressive for the Panthers.
Yeah, it was. It got going as the game went along. Defiance, I think, just got worn out. We saw a lot guys deep in the depth chart got to see some playing time for the Jackets. And, don't want to say in a 31-7 game that it's one thing or another, but obviously the stop at the 1-yard line, the end of the half, had another interception thrown in the end zone. So Jackets had some opportunities, just unfortunately able to convert, and they're going to be on the short end of a tough loss this afternoon.
Let's take a quick look at some post-game stats. You have 21 first downs to 15. Neither team all that great with third down conversions. Jackets 2 of 3 on fourth down. Hanover got that nice run by Rauterbush for the first down. Their only fourth down conversion. 343 total yards for Hanover, 245 for the Jackets. Randy, what stands out to you?
Yeah, it was Defiance led at the half. I think Hanover had 110 yards at the half. See 343, so 230 yards of offense that second half. We mentioned 17 carries for 15 yards running the football. Hanover ends up 155 yards on the ground to 63 for Defiance. So Hanover just found something in that second half. They went to it, and that's the reason why they're going to end up getting this win to improve to 6-3 on the year.
Well, for Eric Herman and the crew today, I'm Jim Bellamy, and I was joined as always by Randy Roberts. Want to thank William and Ryan for doing the cameras today out there in the cold. Of course, want to thank Dr. Mankey for joining us at halftime. And as always, want to thank Garrett and Tiffany for Defiance College for their generosity and support throughout the season. One more time, 31-7 your final. We will be back next Saturday for the Bluffton game. And then after that, that's the end of the football season, and we are ready for more basketball. Thank you for tuning in on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.